Have you ever wondered where the diamonds in those sparkling rings really come from? I'm talking about before they land in the posh shops on Bond Street. It's a world that feels a million miles away from our everyday lives, full of secrets, big money, and incredible pressure. This is the world of high-stakes diamond auctions, and at the very heart of it all is a name you've probably heard: De Beers. For over a century, they've been the giants of the diamond game. Their auctions aren't just about selling stones. They are massive events that set the tone for the entire global diamond market. What happens in their auction rooms affects prices everywhere, from New York to Hong Kong. I've always been fascinated by these hidden systems that control things we see every day. A diamond is just a pretty stone, right? But behind it is this incredibly complex process. It's a journey that starts deep inside the earth and ends in a heavily guarded room where millions of dollars can change hands in the blink of an eye. The De Beers auctions are legendary. They are where the raw, untamed beauty of a newly mined diamond meets the cold, hard reality of business. It's a place of strategy, adrenaline, and immense trust. Getting a look inside this process is like pulling back a curtain on a secret society, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So what makes these auctions so special? It's the sheer scale of it all. De Beers doesn't just sell a few diamonds here and there. They sell vast quantities of rough, uncut stones, sorted into carefully curated boxes. Buyers don't just pop in and pick one. They bid on entire collections, sometimes worth millions. This isn't a place for casual shoppers. It's for the biggest players in the industry. These are the people who will cut, polish, and set these stones, eventually sending them out into the world. Understanding how these auctions work is key to understanding the entire diamond pipeline. It's a journey worth taking. I want to walk you through it, step by step, in a way that makes sense. We'll look at where these diamonds come from and how De Beers makes sure they're the real deal. We'll dive into the strict rules you have to follow just to get a seat at the table. We'll explore what it's like on auction day with all the tension and excitement. It's a world that can feel intimidating, but when you break it down, it's a fascinating story about nature, business, and human desire. So, let's get into it and uncover the secrets of the De Beers diamond auctions together. It's going to be quite a ride. It all starts deep underground, in places like Botswana, Canada, Namibia, and South Africa. This is where De Beers operates its mines. Think about that for a second. The journey of a single diamond begins millions of years ago, formed under immense heat and pressure. Getting it out of the ground is a massive undertaking, involving huge machinery and thousands of people. It's a tough, gritty business, a world away from the glamour we associate with the final product. De Beers is directly involved in this first crucial step. They aren't just buying diamonds from others, they are pulling them from the earth themselves, which gives them incredible control over the supply chain from the very start. Once the rough diamonds are mined, they are sent to sorting facilities. This is where the real magic begins. Imagine mountains of these raw stones, none of them sparkling just yet. They look more like glassy pebbles. Here, highly skilled experts get to work. Their job is to sort every single diamond by what they call the 4 C's. Media Group. Experts using magnifying loupes to inspect rough diamonds, diamond graders at workstations with tweezers at its socket that distribute _equally carat, which is the weight, color, clarity, how flawless it is, and cut, the potential shape. But at this stage, it's mostly about potential. They group them into thousands of different categories, based on size, shape, quality, and color. It's an incredibly detailed and precise job, done by people with years of training. After sorting, the diamonds are grouped into parcels or lots. This is a key part of the De Beers method. Instead of selling stones one by one, they create curated boxes. Each box contains a specific assortment of diamonds, all with similar characteristics. A box might contain a collection of large, high-quality stones, while another might have smaller industrial-grade diamonds. This system is designed for professional buyers who are looking for a consistent supply of specific types of gems for their businesses. The contents of these boxes are carefully recorded and every lot is given a unique identification number. This is all about consistency and reliability. Before any auction, every single lot goes through a final, rigorous quality check. De Beers has a reputation to protect, so they can't afford any mistakes. They check that the contents of the box perfectly match the description. They make sure the weights are exact and the quality assessments are accurate. This meticulous preparation is why buyers trust the De Beers name. They know that what they are promised is what they will get. This entire process, from the mine to the sorted box, is designed to create a product that is predictable and trustworthy for the world's biggest diamond businesses. It's a production line of natural wonders. So you can't just rock up to a De Beers auction with a pocket full of cash. It's a very exclusive club, and getting in requires a serious application process. De Beers needs to know exactly who they are doing business with. The first step is to become an accredited buyer. This isn't a simple online form. It's a detailed process where you have to prove you are a legitimate, established and financially sound player in the diamond industry. You need to show that you have a history in the trade, whether you're a manufacturer, a dealer, or a major jewelry brand. They want to see that you have the expertise and the infrastructure to handle large quantities of rough diamonds. To get started, you'll need to submit a whole host of documents. We're talking about comprehensive business records, financial statements audited by a reputable firm, and proof of your company's registration. You'll need to provide trade references, other big names in the industry who can vouch for you. De Beers will also conduct thorough background checks on the company's directors and key personnel. They are looking for any red flags, anything that might suggest you're not a credible partner. This is all part of their due diligence. They need to ensure that every single person they sell to is compliant with international laws and ethical standards. But it's not just about paperwork. You also have to demonstrate your commitment to ethical practices. De Beers is a huge supporter of the Kimberley process, which aims to stop the trade of conflict diamonds. So you'll need to show that your business follows these rules strictly. You must have policies in place to ensure that all diamonds you handle are sourced responsibly. This includes having a transparent supply chain and being able to prove where your diamonds come from and go to. Being an accredited buyer means you are part of a trusted network, and upholding that trust is non-negotiable. Once you've submitted everything, you have to wait. De Beers has a special committee that reviews every single application. They look at your financial health, your position in the market, and your reputation. If you are approved, you are welcomed into a very select group. You'll be given access to the De Beers auction platform and invited to participate in their sales events. It's a long and demanding process. But for those in the diamond trade, becoming a De Beers accredited buyer is a massive stamp of approval. It's a sign that you have made it to the top tier of the industry. Once you're in, you've got to play by the rules. De Beers auctions have a very strict structure, and everyone has to follow it to the letter. It's all about creating a fair and transparent environment for everyone involved. One of the first things you'll encounter is the bid bond. Before you can even place a bid, you often have to put down a deposit. This is a significant amount of money that proves you are a serious bidder. It's basically a security measure for De Beers. It shows that you have the funds to back up your bids and won't just walk away if you win. The exact amount can vary depending on the auction and how much you plan to bid. Then there are the bidding rules themselves. Bidding happens in set increments. This means you can't just shout out any number you want. The auctioneer or the online system will state a starting price, and you can only increase your bid by a specific amount. For example, a certain percentage or a fixed dollar value. This keeps the bidding process orderly and prevents things from getting chaotic. Whether you're in the room or bidding online, the system is the same. It's a structured, predictable process. The goal is to reach the true market price for the diamonds in a way that is fair to all participants. If you are the highest bidder when the hammer falls, or when the online timer runs out, you've won the lot. But there's more to it than just the winning bid. You also have to pay a buyer's premium. This is a percentage of the final hammer price that is paid to the auction house. It's essentially their fee for hosting the auction, for doing all the work of sourcing, sorting, and presenting the diamonds. This premium is a standard part of most major auctions, and it's important for buyers to factor this extra cost into their bidding strategy. The final invoice will include the hammer price plus the buyer's premium. Payment has to be made promptly. De Beers sets a strict deadline, usually within a few working days of the auction. You can't delay. They expect the full amount to be transferred, and only then will they release the diamonds to you. If you fail to pay, you will lose your bid bond and could be banned from future auctions. De Beers runs a tight ship, and their rules are designed to ensure the process is efficient and secure from start to finish. For the serious businesses that participate, these rules are not a burden. They are a guarantee of a professional and reliable marketplace. The auction day itself is, well, a mix of calm, focused examination and high-stakes tension. It all begins with the viewing period. Before any bidding starts, approved buyers are given the chance to inspect the diamond lots up close. This is a critical step. Buyers travel to the viewing location, which is often in a major diamond hub like Antwerp. They are taken into secure, private viewing rooms, equipped with specialist lighting and gemological tools. Here, they can open the sealed boxes they are interested in and examine the rough diamonds with their own eyes. They use loupes and scales to assess the quality and verify the details provided by De Beers. This viewing process can last for several days. Buyers take their time, making detailed notes and calculating what each lot is worth to their business. They are trying to figure out the potential yield, how many polished gems they can cut from the rough stones, and what their final value will be. This is where their expertise really comes into play. Two different buyers might look at the same box of diamonds and come up with two very different valuations based on their specific needs and cutting capabilities. It's a quiet, intense period of analysis. Security is, honestly, incredibly tight, with cameras and guards everywhere. Then, the bidding begins. De Beers has embraced technology, so many of their auctions happen online. Buyers can log in from anywhere in the world to a secure digital platform. They see the lots they viewed, and they can place their bids in real time. The system is designed to be very similar to a live auction, with a countdown timer for each lot. This creates a sense of urgency and excitement, even though the bidders might be thousands of miles apart. For some special auctions, there might still be a physical, in-person event where bidders gather in a room and raise their paddles, but the online model has become the standard for its efficiency and global reach. When the bidding for a lot ends, the winner is notified immediately. If you've won, the pressure is off and the logistics begin. You'll receive an invoice and instructions for payment. Once the payment is confirmed, arrangements are made for the secure transport of the diamonds. De Beers uses specialized armored courier services to ship the valuable parcels to the buyer's location, wherever that may be in the world. For the winner, it's a moment of victory. They have secured the raw materials they need for their business. For those who didn't win, it's back to the drawing board, preparing for the next auction cycle. When you talk about diamonds, you have to talk about Antwerp. This beautiful Belgian city has been the center of the global diamond trade for over 500 years. It's no surprise, then, that De Beers has a major presence here. Antwerp is one of the key locations for their auctions and viewing events. The city's famous Diamond District, a small, heavily secured area right next to the central station, is where a huge percentage of the world's diamonds pass through. It's a place buzzing with energy, where deals worth millions are made every single day, often sealed with a simple handshake and the Yiddish word mazel, meaning luck and blessing. De Beers holds its auctions in regular cycles throughout the year. They are not random events, they are part of a carefully planned calendar. Typically, there are about 10 auction cycles a year, roughly one every 5 weeks. This regular schedule provides a steady and predictable supply of rough diamonds to the market. For instance, you might see auction dates listed for early February, mid-March, late April, and so on. A sample schedule could look something like this. Cycle 1, January 20th to 24th. Cycle 2, February 24th to 28th. Cycle 3, April 6th to 10th. This reliability is crucial for manufacturers who need to plan their production schedules months in advance. The Antwerp viewing location is a state-of-the-art facility designed for security and precision. Buyers who travel here for the viewings enter a world built for one purpose: the safe and accurate assessment of diamonds. The lighting in the viewing rooms is calibrated to mimic natural daylight, so the true color of the stones can be judged. The environment is controlled and neutral. It's a serious professional space for a serious business. The fact that De Beers hosts these events in Antwerp is a nod to the city's historical importance and its modern-day infrastructure, which is perfectly suited for handling high-value goods. While Antwerp is a primary hub, De Beers also hosts viewings in other major diamond centers around the world, like Dubai, Hong Kong, and Tel Aviv. This allows them to cater to their global client base, making it easier for buyers in different regions to participate. However, Antwerp remains the heart of the operation. Its unique ecosystem of dealers, cutters, polishers, and banks, all specialized in the diamond trade, makes it an irreplaceable center for the industry. For anyone serious about diamonds, all roads eventually lead to Antwerp, and the De Beers auctions are a major landmark on that map. In today's world, knowing where your products come from is more important than ever. And when it comes to something as valuable and emotionally charged as a diamond, this is absolutely critical. De Beers knows this. They have put a huge amount of effort into making sure their diamonds are not just beautiful, but also ethically sourced. One of the biggest concerns in the industry has been conflict diamonds, stones sold to fund wars and human rights abuses. To combat this, De Beers was a key architect of the Kimberley Process Certification Scheme. This is an international agreement that requires participating countries to certify that their diamond exports are conflict-free. But De Beers is going even further than that. They are pioneering new technology to bring even more transparency to the supply chain. One of the most exciting developments is a platform called Tracer. Think of it as a digital fingerprint for a diamond. Tracer creates a unique digital record for each stone, starting from the moment it's mined. As the diamond moves through the sorting, cutting, and polishing process, every step is recorded on this secure blockchain ledger. This means that in the future, you could be able to see the entire verified history of your diamond, right back to the mine it came from. It's a massive step forward for trust. Security is another pillar of the De Beers promise. From the moment a diamond leaves the mine to the moment it's delivered to a buyer, it is protected by layers of security. We're talking about high-tech surveillance, secure facilities with restricted access, and transportation in armored vehicles by specialized couriers. The auctions themselves are incredibly secure environments. Every participant is vetted, every diamond is tracked, and every transaction is monitored. This isn't just about preventing theft, it's about maintaining the integrity of the entire process. Buyers need to know that the product is genuine and that the process is safe. All of these measures, the Kimberley process, the tracker platform, and the physical security, come together to build a foundation of trust. For De Beers, their brand name is their most valuable asset. They have spent over a century building a reputation for quality and reliability. In the modern market, that reputation now depends just as much on being ethical and transparent as it does on the quality of the diamonds themselves. For buyers, this provides peace of mind. They know that when they buy from a De Beers auction, they are buying a diamond with a clean history and a verifiable origin. So who are the people and companies that actually buy at these exclusive auctions? You won't find celebrities or private collectors here. The buyers are the titans of the diamond industry, the big global businesses that form the backbone of the entire trade. These are companies that buy rough diamonds in bulk and have the skills and machinery to transform them into the polished gems that end up in jewelry stores. They are often referred to as site holders or accredited buyers, a status that shows they are long-term trusted partners of De Beers. These are not one-off customers, they are regulars. Among the attendees, you will find representatives from some of the world's leading diamond manufacturing companies. Many of these businesses are based in major cutting centers like India, Israel, and Belgium. Think of large Indian firms from Surat, a city that polishes an estimated 90% of the world's diamonds. These companies are masters at planning and executing the cutting process to get the most value out of every single rough stone. They buy huge quantities of diamonds from De Beers to keep their factories running and to supply polished stones to thousands of jewelers worldwide. Their presence is a constant at every auction. You will also find buyers from world-famous luxury jewelry houses. While some of these brands might buy polished diamonds from manufacturers, the biggest names often want more control over their supply chain. By buying rough diamonds directly from De Beers, they can ensure they get the exact quality and type of stone they need for their signature collections. Brands like Tiffany and Company, Cartier and Graf have a reputation for using only the finest gems. Attending these auctions, or having trusted partners who do, allows them to source the exceptional raw material that their reputations are built on. They are looking for the best of the best. Finally, there are the major diamond dealers and wholesalers. These are the middlemen of the diamond world, but in a good way. They buy large parcels of rough diamonds and may either cut them themselves or sell them onto smaller manufacturers or jewelry designers who aren't big enough to become an accredited buyer themselves. They play a vital role in the distribution of diamonds, ensuring that stones from De Beers mines reach every corner of the market. These big players, from manufacturers to luxury brands, all rely on the predictable, organized and trusted platform that De Beers auctions provide. We've pulled back the curtain on the secretive world of De Beers auctions. We've seen how a diamond travels from deep in the earth, through a complex system of sorting and checking, and into a high-security auction room. It's a world of big money, immense skill, and incredible trust. It shows that behind every sparkling gem, there is a huge global industry at work. Understanding this process, from the mine to the market, helps you appreciate the true journey of a diamond. It's not just a stone, it's a product of nature, technology, and a huge amount of human effort. For most of us, bidding in a De Beers auction isn't on the cards, but that doesn't mean this world is completely closed off. Learning about the diamond industry is a fascinating hobby in itself. The more you know about how diamonds are graded, sourced, and valued, the more confident you can be if you ever decide to buy one for yourself. Knowing about ethical sourcing, like the Kimberley process and tracker, empowers you to ask the right questions when you go to a jeweler. You can ask about the origin of a diamond and make a choice that you feel good about. If this has sparked your interest and you want to learn more, there are plenty of resources out there. You don't have to be a big-time dealer to become an expert. You can start by studying the basics of gemology, the science of gemstones. Understanding the 4 C's, carat, color, clarity, and cut, is the first step. This is the universal language for judging a diamond's quality, and it's what the experts at De Beers use every single day. The more you learn, the more you will see when you look at a diamond. You'll see its history and its potential. For anyone who is really serious about taking their knowledge to the next level, I'd recommend checking out places that offer proper education. A great place to start is the Gemstone Academy. They offer courses and resources for everyone, from complete beginners to people who want to make a career in the industry. They can teach you everything you need to know in a clear and simple way. Exploring the world of diamonds is a brilliant journey. It's a chance to learn about science, art, history, and business, all through one of nature's most incredible creations. So go on, get involved and let your own journey begin.